Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold Random Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we took care of a bunch of the optional sort of hidden events that the game has to offer. In this episode, here's the people I brought, because I'm going to go ahead and do well, I should probably read the sign. The Battle Frontier, though, is basically what I'm doing. So it's out in Route 40 here, west of Olivine City. The Battle Frontier awaits. I think you can do this anytime after you beat the Johto Gym leaders, or the Johto, Elite Four, as in, like, the first Elite Four fight. But, this guy's no longer blocking the way. You can go to the Battle Frontier and do a bunch of things. The reason I didn't do this during the Nuzlocke, though, is it's pretty much a bunch of tough battles in a row that you're designed to die, and then your Pokemon get healed afterwards, and so on and so forth. So, it kind of didn't really fit the Nuzlocke, so I decided to do it afterwards. But, the Battle Frontier, really cool place. That guy's hiding behind the house for some reason. You guys all look the same. Oh, right. So, basically what the Battle Frontier is all about is, there's 5 different kinds of events you can do here with multiple options for each one. I'll explain how I'm going to handle these videos. I hope I can do the entire Battle Frontier in about 3 videos. That's my goal. But you get battle points. You also get it from that one guy in Viridian City, but that's not important. And you can teach your Pokemon moves. You can get TMs like Earthquake and Shadow Ball, all the really good TMs. Or you can teach move tutor moves, such as these ones, which you can teach, I don't know, what do you have? Like Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, or Fire Punch, Vacuum Wave, Ice Punch. They have a ton of moves available. The Thunder Punch actually is tempting to give to Infernape if I can ever get enough BP. That's definitely a really good one. Jolt Ankler and stuff like Signal Beam and whatnot that could be really useful for us. So they teach some really good move tutor moves, like Signal Beam right here. So this is a great way to round out your movesets if you're willing to take the time to do this. It does take a lot of time. So I don't know, maybe I'll do some moveset improvement like Signal Beam on Jolteon at some point or something like that to help improve things at some point. But for now, what I'm going to do is, well, actually do the battles. Because obviously, I mean, I didn't want to do this during the story. You can also get teams like Toxic and Thunder Wave and so on and so forth. So you, yeah, okay, you're a very indecisive person. But yeah, like I said, you can, there's a lot to do here, and it's pretty good. Anyways, the Pokemon Mart here, it has the typical Pokemon Mart sort of stuff. What are you doing, mister? Well, yeah, you can actually use items and stuff. This is also a good way. This is also a place where you can get items like Toxic Orbs, Life Orbs, Choice Bands, Choice Specs. So there's, just, I mean, those move tutors are here, but there'll be another shop. There'll be more shops in here as well for us to access. So this video is just sort of me introducing the Battle Frontier by showing off all the different conversations and things you can do there. And I'm also going to do the normal sort of Battle Tower mode in this video. And then I'll try to tackle 2 other modes per video for the next ones. But what's basically going to happen is, usually you get about 7 battle. Basically, you go in, you enter your Pokemon in. You can usually enter up to 3 Pokemon, so I'll have to choose a team of 3. And I guess we gotta explain the general. Well, we can get, I guess, to the general gist of it while we're talking here. But you'll basically you'll beat 7 trainers in a row. However, if you win consecutive battles in a row, and here's like the different kinds of things, I'll explain them more in depth when we get to them. But basically, well, here I'll basically comment on what's going. So basically, you know, you don't level up. Your level fit. I'm gonna be using level 50 rule when I can. So Pokemon will be reduced to level 50, so on and so forth, which is kind of cool. You, like I said, you earn BP, which can get you a ton of different things, like I've mentioned before. I'll definitely show more of that. The exchange service corner in this video of all the different things you can get there, because there's a lot of stuff you can get there. And this thing I don't really care about, to be honest. But like I said, the way I'm going to handle these videos, I'm going to show the first set of 7, so the first batch of 7, and then basically each kind of tower. Okay, here's the Battle Factory. I'm not going to do that in this one, but basically you use rental Pokemon, and you can trade Pokemon. You can trade basically a team of 3 rentals, and you can trade out for your opponent's Pokemon as you go, which is kind of cool. So we should see in that next video. The Battle Castle, I think, will probably be like 2 videos from now, I'm not sure, but basically you earn CP, which you can use to buy items and whatnot as you continue your streak, which is pretty cool, or heal your Pokemon, which is important, obviously. The Battle Arcade is kind of a nice little gimmicky one, where basically every time every match you roll the board, and you get basically, yeah, you get this like a roulette thing that has different effects, such as paralyzing your enemy's Pokemon, or healing your Pokemon. Actually, you always get healed, or giving you items, and so on and so forth. So it's a very interesting sort of thing. There's also a one-on-one fight, which we'll be doing at some point. But the one we're going to be doing in this episode is the normal Battle Tower. So basically, you just enter a team of 3 Pokemon, and you keep going until you lose. So you have 7. You have to handle 7 matches in a row at any point. But if you get 21 in a row, I believe, you get to fight the Frontier Brain, who is like the sort of boss trainer of each mode, which is really awesome. And then you get in a harder version of them at 50 consecutive wins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off, for each thing, I'm going to show off the first 7 battles, so the first sort of set of battles. And then I'm going to show off I'm going to basically off screen get to each Frontier Brain battle for each mode. So there'll be about like 9 battles total of each mode, because I don't want to show off like 50 battles in a row and then end up failing and whatnot. I just want to give you guys a basic gist of what this place is, and also the Frontier Brain battles, like the big important fights, because they're pretty cool fights. But I'm not going to show off 50 battles in a row because it's just pretty excessive. So that's my plan. There's also some extra stuff I can do in the Battle Tower, which is why I'm doing it first. But here's some stuff you can get with battle points. You can get a bunch of these things, so the medicines. And you can also get these things, which they're basically used for EV training. They'll lower your speed while you wear them, but you'll gain... I got like something caught in my throat there, heck. But you'll gain something... Wow, I can't like talk anymore. Throat. Hold it together. Anyways, so this will help you gain certain EVs, so you can gain attack EVs and defense EVs and so on and so forth for like training your Pokemon super competitively. Who really gives a crap about that? Toxic Orb would be great to give to Breloom at some point, because that'll be really handy, because he can heal then using Poison Heal and be immune to status, which is pretty cool. You also have a Flame Orb, which is useful for Pokemon with like Guts and whatnot. Don't really have anyone who can benefit from that. We've seen what these do. If any of them move that lower stats, such as Overheat, it'll restore them, which is kind of cool. And this will allow you to use stuff like Solar Beam on turn 1, which is kind of awesome. Bright Powder is useful because it basically gives you free evasion, so it's kind of cool too. And then Focus Band and Sash we've seen before. So really cool items you can get here. And then of course we have Choice Band, which is basically what we have except for attack. Scarf and no specs? Where's specs? Huh. We've seen Muscle Band. These things are... This would actually be useful to have for Absol. Even more critical hit. Well, actually either of these would be. If I have leftover BP, maybe I'll buy one just for shits and giggles. But kind of cool items, I guess, you can get. What else do we have that we can get? Ralph, I don't care. I want to wreck it. Oh, I can do one of these, I guess. I can go show one of these off right now. So basically, you can you get like a bunch of scratch-off cards, and you can attempt to win prizes. By the way, I've tried this once before. It's really hard to win these prizes. So, I don't know, we're going to pick yellow, because I like the color yellow. And then we're going to pick blue, because I like the color blue. And then we're going to pick pink, because we're not sexist. And then, basically, there's the prizes you can get up above. But you have to get all 3 of them. And there's usually only one kind of Pokemon that you can even get 3 of. And then I accidentally scratched these 2 off, so I don't even get... Oh, Ditto counts as 1 anyway. Oh, I actually won something! I won a Greppa Berry! I forgot that Dittos exist. Those kind of help your attempts to get there. Oh, I got a Ditto, so this can count for anything. Can I get another Ditto? No, but I could go for a Pomek Berry if I get a Mantineer or a Ditto. But I got a Chingling, so nuts to me. Man, I had so many options there. Oh well. I didn't realize Ditto was a thing. Well, okay, I can go, if I can get 3 of these, and I already failed. So, I won 1 prize, it was pretty cool, but as you can see, it's pretty hard to win prizes here. So, well, there's some Dittos there that could have helped me out, but I won 3 Greppa Berries. I don't even know what those do. What do these even do? I don't even know. Let's find out. Apparently something I already have. I already had Greppa Berries? Oh, they're right here. Oh, okay, it lowers it, so it makes it more friendly. Interesting. Anyways, the other things you can buy with battle points are from this thing over here, where you can trade it in for TMs. So you have your physical attacks, U-Turn, X-Scissor, Earthquake, Stone Edge, really useful stuff here. You have some special attacks, such as Shadow Ball and Energy Ball and Sludge Bomb, so very useful kind of stuff you can get there. And your sort of utility attacks, such as Toxic and Thunder Wave, which is really useful, and Will-O-Wisp. Those 3 are definitely the really good ones, in my opinion. So, yeah. Oh, the days before TMs were just the days before teams were infinite use, like they are nowadays. Such a good system. I hated how you could only use TMs once, but yeah, basically You have your 5 facilities here. I'm not going to bother talking to everyone at this point because there's just so many people to talk with. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and start showing off a mode because I've already wasted a lot of time in this video. So these are probably going to be long videos, though. Just a heads up. But I really showed off like the extraneous stuff or battle things. So let's go head up here to the battle tower. Hello, it's Nurse Joy. Except she's not on duty. That's interesting. Interesting. Anyway, you can kind of get some cool little, I guess not things. Anyways. So, blah, 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 they are kind of hinted to Hoenn, and there's a one in Hoenn, obviously, in Emerald, and there's one in Sinnoh. 4th Gen games had a Battle Frontier as well, which is pretty cool. No, I don't want to talk, no. I don't care. You can do one of those things where you like to say one of the phrases, and I honestly just don't give a shit about that. So, yeah, what do you have to say? You're the judge? Cool. So, obviously, you can get your battle... Shut up. Oh, I guess this is kind of cool, because you can kind of get, like, a sense of their internal values, their IVs. So it's Tamal's above average, and his best potential relies on his attack stat, you don't say. So Tamal apparently has a high attack nature and a high attack IV, which is why his stats are just ridiculous. Kind of interesting. I got such a good Shroomish, apparently. So there's a Wi-Fi battle room challenge that you can take on, but I obviously can't do that. And then you have single battles, double battles, and multi-battles. I'll show off, each thing always has double battles, so I'll show off a double battle for each one that I can. And I'll also try to show off the multi-battle thing in this video as well. But for now, we're going to do a single battle thing. And this is the one where I'm going to do 50 in a row. So we're going to do 50 single battles in a row. I don't think double battles change really at all. So anyway, the team I'm going to do for a single battle, I've been thinking, I'm going to go with, for now at least, I'm going to go with these 3. You want it, especially for your lead, you want it to be someone fast. So I like the idea of Jolteon being there, and then I kind of like the balance of this team, so I'm going to do that. Just because I have a pretty big ground weakness, and Tamal is the best thing I can think of that can really negate the ground weakness. I don't want to use Drifblim because it's just not powerful enough to compete at such a high-intensity thing. So this team seems fairly solid. We have good priority, great speed, a really good tank. I think it's definitely the ideal team I can do for this kind of mode. So it might be the team I'm going to probably be using often in a lot of these, because it's just such a good team. So, without further ado, let's get the battle tower underway. We have a lot to do, and I've already wasted like 12 minutes of this video just blabbing my mouth. So basically, you'll go in here, and you'll have 7 matches in a row for every time you do this. And obviously, if you can keep your streak up among different sessions, you'll be good to go. But you get like a chance to hard save every 7 matches or something like that. A Farfetch D... Really, and also they'll get harder. Like the early ones, as you can see, by the way, you get reduced to level 50 and make it fair. But earlier fights will have weaker sort of Pokemon, and they won't really use good strategy. But as you keep going on, their strategies will get better and better. They'll play a lot smarter. They'll try to switch out and do a proper type matchups and whatnot. So they'll get better as time goes on. But the early ones are kind of still stupid AI, and they'll start using items and having berries as well in the future. So things get tougher eventually, but for now things should be easy, and I don't anticipate there being much of a problem. In fact, this person has a weakness to has a complete weakness to Jolteon's Thunderbolts, which is interesting. The nice thing is, in between each match, you'll be healed to full health and full PP, and so you'll and obviously your stats will be removed as well for this mode. Other modes that won't necessarily be the case. Well, the other mode being the CP one, the Castle one, but in this mode, you do get fully healed, so no, it doesn't matter. You can be as reckless as you want. It won't cost you. Do what you can to win these fights. That's really how it goes. Oh, I forgot to show off what happens in between fights. I will do it after this one. So yeah, it doesn't take too long. So, like I said, I'll show off these 7 and all the other stuff, and then I'll show off 1 double battle and 1 multi-battle as well on top of that. Because you get a multi-battle mode as well. It only works for this one. Otherwise, for the other towers, or the other Battle Frontier things, you can do a multi-battle mode, but you need a second person, like an actual human being, to get it. So I can't show those off, but this one you actually can. It's a really cool shout-out to 4th Gen. And I'll show you that at the end of this video. It's going to be a long video, mostly because of how much time I wasted early on, but I wanted to show off the initial stuff for Battle Frontier and get a chance to really talk about it before. This is intro to Battle Frontier, really, because this is where we're going to be for a few videos, so yes, we will. Anyway, this person has another giant weakness to Fake Out? Seal can learn Fake Out? Since when? And man, all the priorities suddenly. You've damaged my Jolteon, sir. I say, sir, you have damaged my Jolteon, and I do not approve of this message. But yeah, as we've seen throughout the project, Jolteon, Tamal, and Genius. I love how I don't use Mithril. So Mithril, Tamal, and Genius. Probably the 3 most solid Pokemon on my team currently, arguably. Jolteon and Empoleon definitely are like the big ones. But anyway, you can keep going. You can actually save as a battle video for your thing. You can rest, which will let you save and quit the game. Or you can obviously just quit. That'll ruin my streak, though. So we're going to just keep going. It's a Pikachu! You're a Pikachu! I'm fighting a Pikachu! Actually, it's a kid in a Pikachu costume, but still it's a Pikachu! Oh, you're a ground type. You think you're so clever. Have you been trying to watch my battles and try to figure out how to counter my Jolteon? Well, you did not account for Hidden Power Ice. That's right. That's right. Sit down, son. You just got scolded. Wow, it didn't actually kill it. Don't. Well, that's obnoxious. It's definitely obnoxious. I could put Light Screen on Jolteon. That's something I really have always been considering. At this point, though, since I'm at the Battle Frontier, once I'm done with this, I'm going to honestly just go teach it Signal Beam just for shits and giggles. Just so I can have Signal Beam on it. It just seems like a good idea. Really? What's with all these ground types? You're just that Pikachu costume and you're using all of the Pokemon Pikachu's weak to. Sir, that doesn't seem very smart. Or something. I don't know. Whatever. So, we're almost done with the 3rd battle. Snorunt is not a problem, it's just an ice type, so I'm just gonna Thunderbolt him and he'll be dead. So, like I said, I don't anticipate losing any of these early battles for quite a while, but that did not do that much. Oh, right, Light Screen's up. Light Screen is up. Right. But, especially the battle, the Frontier Brains, those guys are pretty ridiculously tough. They are rather difficult, so we'll have those to look forward to soon enough. And hopefully I will be prepared for their craziness. I'll be prepared for them. I have a plan to take on Mr. Frontier Brain. I never really did the Battle Frontiers in any of these games. I did the Battle Frontier briefly in Sinnoh and fought one of the Frontier Brains briefly, but that was it, and I remember he kicked my ass. So these guys are possibly some of the toughest trainers in the game, because you can't level above them either. You just have to sort of deal with it, I guess. Anyways, battle number 4 of 7. These are taking a bit longer than I thought, and I'm like, oh shit, this video is going to be extremely long. But that's okay. I'd rather get these things, like, instead of taking 5 videos for each one, like, holy shit, that's like that. I'm like, that's definitely crit damage right there. Instead of taking like 5 videos, I want to make sure. As you can see, by the way, their tactics are getting better. But instead of taking 5 videos, I want to just get this done, you know, as quickly as I want to get this done within 3 and not drag this out for too long. So these last several videos of the project are probably getting to being very long ones, just because I want to make sure. I just want to get everything done in an expedient manner. Not that I'm trying to rush this project. I just don't want to like stay on one thing for like more than 3 videos. I know the Pokeathlon is going to be a very long sort of thing too, and that's going to be coming after the Battle Frontier. So you guys will have that to look forward to. I guess technically, assuming I'm sticking to the system that I have planned, it'll be next week that the Pokeathlon will be, and then they have the project, because there's not really much else to do besides the Pokeathlon on this. So things are wrapping up fairly fast, unless I'm missing something. And if I'm missing something, let me know, because like this game has so many different things to do that like easily could be missing something. Anyway, did I just outspeed a no, he has Rain Dish. So he's the more tanky sort of thing. I prefer Swift Swim on my Ludicolo's personally, because it's much better, but whatever. Whatever. So, was that battle number 4? Do we still have 3 whole battles left? Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm mad, bro. So, Tentacool. Jolteon is just gonna clean sweep everyone, because that is what Jolteon does. Just nothing can handle its Thunderbolts. Nothing can. If they can, then they can't handle it, and they're weak to a Hidden Power Ice. Like I said, the only Pokemon that can phase Jolteon in the slightest is a Magnemite /Ton/Zone. Speaking of ground types, hello there, Hippopotamus! I'm going to hidden power your face. It's going to be pretty good, except that I hidden powered your face, so it probably stings a bit. But that's okay. Do I one-shot it? I do one-shot it. Excellent. Yeah, they're not... Those ground types tend to be a lot more physically defensive than specially defensive. The Sandstorm's gonna be obnoxious, but Drifloon is certainly something I can handle. Like I said, these early fights are easy. I guess, like, yeah, ideally I would show, like, a batch of 7 from later fights, but that's just unnecessary. Like, it's just gonna be this over and over again for, like, 50 battles. So, it's not really anything special. It's just lots and lots and lots of battles in my future. Oh, boy, I'm not excited for that. But that's okay. I'll survive. Anyways, let's keep going. Hello, you. You're partying too much. You're hungover. It's Miss Hangover. How's it going, Hangover Tiffany? You have a Butterfree. Well, I have a Jolteon. I have a Hulk. Avengers reference. So we'll Thunderbolt this guy because I can. And then it'll die because it will. And so on and so forth. I love how, like, the majority of Pokemon that these trainers have sent out so far have been completely and totally weak to electric types. Like, seriously, so much electric type weakness. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, I know, like, the water types are the highest percentage of types in the game. There's actually this chart out on MemeBase that, or the graph MemeBase, whatever you want to call it, that showed all the Pokemon types. It was pretty cool. Or was it Pokememes? It was one that several different ones there. Whatever. Munchlax can actually take my hits fairly decently. Like, it'll actually... I don't even know if this will be a 2-hit KO, but Jolteon does have a lot of power, so it might be a 2-hit KO. No, it's not. Alright, this is the first time where I'm actually going to switch out Jolteon and do something else, because, this guy is threatening me, and I don't want to deal with it. I want to switch out to Tamal, and I'm going to punch it in the face, because we know that Tamal likes to punch. Don't swallow your stockpile. What are you doing, man? Don't heal your stuff. It's not even gonna matter because I'm about to punch you in the freaking face. Kabowie! Kabowie, really, Lucky? Really? That's the what you're gonna go with. Kabowie. You could do a little better than that, Lucky, I think. Like, as you can see, even 7 battles in a row just takes forever. Because it's kind of ridiculous. So, are we ready to keep going? You have a bike! You can't use that indoors! Professor Oak is gonna hunt you down and maul you! You're not allowed to do that. Is this number 7 or number 8? I've lost count. Or number 6 or number 7. I've lost count. Anyway, Dragon type. Well, you're still weak to ice, so eat a hidden power ice and die. But yeah, the Battle Frontier is a lot of fun. I like it. It's just kind of a lot to do, and it takes a long time to do it. I don't know if that crit mattered. It may not have. Possibly. It's a Pupitar! Well, you're also weak to Hidden Power Ice, so have a Hidden Power Ice. I hear it is good for your health. So... Are we done? You dead? Can we move on? No, you're gonna dig. Great. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go out to Tamal then and take the dig, because that's why I brought Tamal, because he actually can take ground hits relatively decently. The only flying type... I wish I had Altaria still. Altaria would be such a perfect way to round out this team. But no, it had to go die, didn't it? Darn you, Altaria. Anyway, a Mach Punch kills the Pupitar pretty well. That's why I have it on Tamal, because it's pretty darn effective. And a Sunflora is next, which is kind of annoying, because I could... blah, blah, blah. But Sky Uppercut will kill it. That was the best explanation ever. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, Lucky, you're so good at talking, man. So, I don't think that crit mattered, because Tamal hits like a truck. I think this is the last fight. Did I read S7 correctly? I wasn't really paying too much attention. Yes, okay, this is the last one. Because they'll be like, can you want to save another video? But I don't care. So, you get 3 BP for winning 7 in a row. So, I'll be earning a lot of BP just from getting 50 in a row. Just because that's like a good 21 right there. So it gives you some decent BP for winning, but it just takes a while, and you have to save, every time. So now I go through this several more times until I finally get a chance to fight the Frontier Brain at 25 minutes in, which means this is gonna be we still have like 4 more battles left to do in this video. Oh boy, what if these are gonna take longer than I thought. Long videos, guys!